Okay, the really expensive bloody good winch is not going to fit. This motor is way too long. It actually hits the chassis rail here. I don't want to adjust or change the mounts here. So back to the cheapy standby Adventure Kings Dominator. Look, they're not a bad little winch. I probably really should pull apart the gearbox and re-grease it, but I'm running out of time real bad. So the Runva's going to go into the 200 series, and that's a bloody good winch for that. And I guess I got to run the cheapy winch in the HJ45 because it's the only thing that'll fit. Bugger. Okay, what was all that about? All right, mounting the winch, had a lot of fun with that, trying to get into here, but it's done. And the other sort of proviso, and I've got to do tidying up and do my Eleco thing on the wiring yet to protect it all, was to not drill any new holes. So I've actually mounted the control box in the front bib, so that's good. That's not going to rattle around once I do this wire protection and wire management. That'll all be protected in convoluted tubing and etc. Stop it from chafing. Probably put a clamp down there, and then it's just a matter of hooking it up to the battery and testing it out. That's where we're at. Success! This winch has also got, as well as the wired remote, pretty good for a cheapie really. It's got a little somewhere. It's got a little remote unit as well. Oh yeah, same thing. Put a battery in the handheld, plug this into here, and that becomes wireless. That's handy. All right. Okay, boxes are bolted down. I'm just trying to work out how to set up the awning. Very, very wide, and also, well, it's wedge shaped, the roof, so getting roof racks to fit is almost impossible. And then I thought, hang on, I've got a donor truck over here with a roof rack on it, and of course they're designed to be variable width. So off the donor truck came two, well, one was buggered, but two ends. And as you can see on Natasha, I'm just trying to work out how to set up a bar to be able to mount the awning onto. And I've got to be real careful because I can't go over 2.1 meters, otherwise they won't let me on the boat. That's a special parking area. So I'm thinking if I have the awning here, then I can actually make a pole up here to mount it, and probably something in the center as well. and then that'll be just under 2.1 meters, probably around about 2 meters, and that will work. Just got to work out how to attach. I could just screw through and bolt into these brackets, and as you can see they're a little bit offset because of the wedge of the roof, but that's okay. I can still get 2 bolts in there, or I was thinking I might get a exhaust clamp over the top through the bolts, but we'll see about that very soon. And the other thing I've done is bolt on the driving lights. Still got to wire them up. Pinches in and wired up. Okay, because the 45-year-old truck was never designed to run decent headlights like these LEDs I got from Steady, I'm rewiring, making a patch loom. So I'm actually not changing the original loom at all. I'm leaving that intact so that anyone who wants to put the truck back to standard eventually can do. But I'm making a patch loom with all new outlets, etc., to plug my Steadies into, and then they come off to this new relay box, relay and fuse box, which again I'm mounting so that I'm using existing holes. I'm not actually changing anything here, and it can be all put back to standard. If a purist doesn't want the accessories, it can all go back to standard. The only thing I have changed is normally there's 2 fusible links that run here straight onto the battery. I've replaced them with MIDI fuses because MIDI fuses are so much better. The fusible links were actually buggered in this, and the connector was actually burnt, so new connector. That can easily be replaced, so that's still a standard Toyota connector back here. So that can be replaced with fusible links straight back to the battery terminal, put back to standard, take out the MIDI fuses if anyone wants to in the future. So that's where I'm at. These are the trigger wires coming from low beam and high beam from the original wiring, and that'll be loomed as well. And this all comes up to the relay box which sits here. So you'll see more of that in the coming future. $11 degrees outside, raining, making good progress.